Coach Martin Jackson, why don't you get us started, please?
Sure. Hey, Coach Martin. Hope you're doing well today, man. Just first
Well,
off, Bucky ball is a term that's a little trendy as a coach that competes against him. When you hear the term Bucky ball, what first comes to mind?
Coach is doing a really good job at A&M, full court pressure for 40 minutes. He's been really successful this year doing that. And obviously, it's not the first time we've seen coaches over the years. I'm a little bit older, so I've seen coaches over the years play that style of play and have been successful. And he's having a lot of success in his first year in the SEC. He's doing a tremendous job.
You mentioned the pressure, and you guys have been so good at limiting turnovers. I mean, what's kind of the biggest key when it comes to avoiding turnovers against a team that likes to press, likes to turn you over? How do you guys kind of maintain your low turnover rate tomorrow night?
Oh, I think their pressure is completely different from other teams, and they press completely different from other teams. They press on misses, which is unique. Most teams on a made basket or spot throwing, they set up their press out of a timeout after a free throw. When they miss and you rebound the ball, they don't retreat back. They press whoever has the ball. So that's a completely unique. Way of pressing, so it'll be completely different. We can't have live ball turnovers that lead to open court transition baskets for them. We just got to rebound the ball, be strong with it, find outlets, and then attack. Be who we are, be ourselves.
Aggie, I think, leads them in scoring, kind of an unorthodox big man. What do you see from his game? And, what's kind of the scouting report, or maybe, I know you won't reveal too much, but a little bit some keys on how to limit him.
He's a big time motor. I mean, he has a big time motor. It's unbelievable how he plays. He's on offense, he's on defense. They score the ball. He's at the point of the press. He tries to get a trap, then or a deflection. Then he sprints back and plays. The opposing team's five man. He's like constantly moving and like unbelievable energy. So our bigs have to match his physicality. Our bigs have to match his energy. And again, we got to go meet passes because he does a great job of trapping and causing havoc.
Thank you.
Anthony.
Yeah, just kind of going off of that, you mentioned that the way they press, you've seen it kind of over the years, but there are some aspects of it that make it a little unique. Is there any, I guess, challenges that go into scouting that or preparing for that as you guys kind of look ahead and prepare for this one?
I think the biggest challenge is that it's hard to simulate it, because most teams don't play that way. Most teams don't press that way. It is a unique way of applying pressure. Again, as I mentioned before, most teams will press on a spot throw in after made basket, made free throw. They're going to apply pressure on misses. So they miss a shot, you rebound the ball, they're not sprinting back. They're trying to trap and slow you down from getting in transition. So that's hard to simulate in practice because that's not how we play defensively. But we've got some really good guards and we've got some really good wings and we got good synergy and good chemistry. And we just got to take care of the ball and we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to be ourselves and be super aggressive and attack the pressure.
And then Isaiah was listed as doubtful on the availability report on the night before the Missouri game, but then was taken off. How is he doing? I guess just is he full go for tomorrow?
He's getting better day by day. We'll see how he feels today at practice and then how he feels tomorrow at shoot around. But he's definitely getting better and we'll see by tip off tomorrow night.
And then Billy Richmond went down at the end of the Missouri game, and Cal said that he thought it was just cramps at the time. Is that kind of the feeling still, or is that still the feeling there?
Yeah. Billy's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He'll be ready to go tomorrow night.
And that's all for me. Thank
Touch.
Yeah, Coach Jackson asked you about Rashawn Agee, but they also have like four other guys that are averaging like between 9 and 11 points. Kind of what challenges does it present whenever a team's kind of evenly balanced like that?
It's a great question. It's hard to pinpoint one guy. They've got a balanced attack. If I'm not mistaken, they're second in the country in Division 1 with bench points. They got guys coming off the bench with firepower. And when you have a team that's as deep as they are, with multiple guys that can score the ball the way they can from the 3-point line, it makes it hard. It makes it challenging. So you're not just focused in on one or two guys. They've got six, seven, maybe eight guys that can really go score the ball. I think they've got four guys who are shooting 40% or better. So they're a good team. They're a good team, and we're up for the challenge.
I want to ask you something I asked Coach Payne last week about Darius. I mean, obviously you knew he was going to be a good player, but having been around him all season, is there anything that surprised you about him?
Just his composure, I guess. For a young guy with the attention that he's getting, the platform and the stage in which we're on, in the best, in my opinion, the best league in the country, he's just really, really composed. He doesn't get rattled. Up to, down to, need a basket, need an assist. He's got to stick his nose in there and get a rebound. He's just been really, really good. His body language, his confidence, I think, has been super impressive.
Anything else for Coach Jackson?
Yeah, I got a couple more. Billy obviously made a couple threes against Missouri and broke a little bit of a drought. Do you notice anything different on film from those makes than maybe some of the misses, or is it just a matter of the ball went in and he's got to keep shooting with confidence?
Yeah, he's got to keep shooting with confidence. He's got a soft touch, like he always has had a soft touch. If he's open, his feet are set, he's more than capable of making that shot. And the other night was an example of Missouri decided to play off of him, and his feet were set, and he made two threes, and he's been really good. I mean, he's been good since he's been here at Arkansas, but the last 4 or 5 games, he's just been unbelievable.
And Coach Cal has talked about, trying to get just a little bit of consistency out of Malik Ewan. And it just seems like when he's more aggressive, the stats, the better play comes with it. How are you guys trying to kind of extract that in practice and just making sure that as we head to March, that aggression kind of maintains throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, we've put a few wrinkles in for Malik to try to get him going when he gets in the game because he's super, super talented. And as you mentioned, when he's aggressive, it changes the dynamic of our team. It gives us an inside-out presence, and he's a good facilitator as well. So when he's trailing in transition and he's in pick and roll, short rolls, he can make things happen. He can attack the basket. He can find shooters on the perimeter. So we're trying to get him involved a little bit more and get him going a little bit because he's uber talented. And like I said, when he's attacking the rim, it makes us a completely different team.
How good was it as an assistant, as a coach on this staff to watch what happened at the end of the first half against Missouri, where Acuff, who's done so much for you guys, comes to the bench and you guys are able to go on a big run, take the lead into halftime?
I think we were aware of that. We've got good players. Darius obviously is a heck of a player, but the other guys on the team are really, really good. And at times when one of your players has been so, I don't want to say he's been dominant, but he's been really, really good this year, Darius. The other guys get overlooked. And I think that was really good for our team, for our fans, for all of us to realize that, you know, Darius is tremendous and he's having a heck of a year for us. But we've got some other guys on the team that are capable as well. So it gives us all confidence knowing that if Darius for some reason gets in foul trouble, that we have enough depth in the backcourt and that we can overcome it. That we can overcome it.
Thanks, Chuck.
Anthony.
Yeah, just one more for me. The selection committee came out with its initial, I guess, preview show, top 16 seeds, and they said you guys were just on the outside looking in there. I guess just what was the initial reaction to that? And I guess how big of an emphasis are these final few games of the regular season as you guys, I guess, try to get into those top 16?
Yeah, we didn't really focus in on that. There wasn't much of a conversation in regards to that. Our focus is has been on the next game. So Obviously, we were aware that it came out, but we didn't, never really talked about it. That's not how we think. It's not how we attack the day. We just kind of, let's worry about practice. Let's lock in on the things that we can control, and let's continue to get better day to day, week to week, month to month, and then we'll see in March. We'll see in March what happens.
Hutch.
Yeah, I just got one more on Billy. With his, motor and all-out energy that he plays with, is there anybody that he reminds you of? I know Coach Cal last night on his radio show made a, Dr. J comparison. I'm just curious if you had any ideas on who he reminds you of.
He's such a unique player. Like there's really no one that comes to mind. He's such a impactful player. He impacts winning in every way. Like if people are really paying attention, like Billy will defend 1 through 5 at times. He'll play the best, point guard in the league. He'll play the best shooter in the league. We'll switch him on to the biggest, most athletic 3-man in the league. Like he's just such a unique talent. I'm not quite sure if there's someone he reminds me of. I'm just happy he's with us and he's on our team.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.